you ready, bro?
Yes.
Hi, man. What do you got for us today?
Alrighty, today we're looking at Bon Iver's Skinny Love. And yeah, very cool song. And it's one that I've listened to a lot, and one that there's a live version he does on later with Jules Holland, which was on UK TV, if you're not aware of that. And it was just such an awesome acoustic performance, just a solo acoustic performance, and probably my favourite one, sort of thing. So I thought I'd check out the song and yeah, roll with that. So,
what's his name again?
Bon Iver.
Okay.
What, you forgot?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so there's some big takeaways of this. The tuning is the main thing. So the tuning in this, whereas normally we have standard tuning on the guitar, this is what we call open tuning in the key of C. So what we're actually going to do, instead of it being E, A, D, G, B, E, you're going to tune your thickest string down to a C. The next one, you're going to tune down to a G, so that would be down a tone. The next one, which is normally a D, is going to be tuned up a tone to E. So you're going to be tuning some strings down, some strings up. So it's going to be C, A down to a G, D up to an E. This stays the same as the G. The second string, or the B string, you're going to tune that up to a C, and then the bottom string you're going to tune down from an E down to a C. So the bottom two strings sound the same. So when you think about it, we have a C, G, E, G, C, C. So they spell a C major chord. So when I play all the strings all together, it's just like an open, like it's a chord, it's C major.
That's different to like standard tuning, which is what most songs are played on.
Standard tuning, if you want to play a major chord, you have to play, you know, your chord shapes, either these bar chords or whatever. With this one, you play all the open strings and it's a chord, and it's very popular with blues players, and you've probably heard it with a slide before, that kind of... There's a lot of open tuning for slide guitar is a really popular thing. So it's cool to have this song where it's, you know, there's no slide being used, but it's all done in open tuning. But that means we have some kind of different chord. There's no like standard kind of ways to play a chord. Okay, so yeah, it's a little bit different. And what I thought we would do is we'll just go through each section. So the intro, verses, and then kind of this kind of pre-chorus section and chorus, and just show you bit by bit like as the song progresses. So I'll show you the intro, then I'll show you the verse, then the pre-chorus, and then the chorus, and then the rest of the parts are pretty much the same, with a couple of little bits of variations within that. So if
you play this song, you're probably going to have to play like just this song on that tuning. Yeah, you're gonna have to practice this song until you get the song down, and then you tune. Unless you're pretty good at tuning, and you can. I've just got my chromatic tuner down here, my Boss tuner. So yeah, very easy to use this one. Being a chromatic tuner, but yeah, should we get into it? Yeah, let's do it, man.
Alright, so it starts off, we have this, I'll just show you the chords, you might want to zoom in on here and have a look at this. So I'm going to put my second finger on the second fret on the A string, and then my third finger is also going to be on fret 2 on the third string. Now with these chords in the intro and verse, we're not playing the top thicker string on the first two chords. So this is the first chord. Okay, then I'm just simply going to slide this up, so these two fingers are going up to fret number 5. That is your second chord in the intro and for the verse, and then we're going to play the open chord, which is the C open, like this. We're going to play all the strings. Okay, so then the way that we strum that is we're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then there's a little kind of another part that comes after that. So that again will be okay, so at the end part there, I'm using my first finger flat on the second fret on the first two strings, and I'm simply going to go together. That'll be a down pick, down, and then I'm just going to put my third finger on fret 4, up, and I'm only playing these two strings at this point in time through this part. So that's these two fingers flat, and you got to, with your right hand, you want to make this alternate. So I'm going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so that's our introduction part. There is another little part that's quite similar to that. So it goes down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, open. Okay, now the second part of that intro is the same as the start of the first half. Now this part is It's the same idea, but I've got my first finger flat on fret number 7, and I'm going to be putting my third finger on the 9th fret. So still just these first 2 strings, down, up, down, and then up on the 2 open strings. And then take the first finger down to 2 and do the same idea down here. Down, up, down, up. So that is... Okay.
Can you have one more time, because I didn't get both of them?
Yeah, sure. So I'll go from the start. So then... That's down on 2. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's good.
Now finishing off this intro, we're going back to this chord here, the first chord. The open. Okay, what I'm doing there is I'm kind of playing the first 4 strings, and I've got these 2 fingers on the 5th fret, okay, and I'm going to have my first finger on fret 4 on the 2nd string, so I'm going to be taking this 3rd finger off, and it'll go. So from the start of that kind of section, it was. That?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Hold it one more time in there.
Yeah.
So cool.
And then to finish off this intro, we're going to take these 3 fingers. It's kind of sliding into this chord, but we're going to be going. And I'm using my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger all in fret number 7 on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th string. And I'm not playing the top thicker string. Okay, so with my pick, I'm just playing from the A string down. Do that twice. You're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Then we're going to move down to the 2nd fret with our starting chord, and the same thing here. We're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up to the 5, and then the open chord 4 times in a row. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So kind of complicated, right, when you think about it.
Yeah, I guess maybe practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to play it from the start of the intro to the end of it, really, really, really slowly. So then you go back and rewind these parts and just have a look at it, and then have a listen to what I'm about to play and try to just keep up with that, okay? So here we go from the start of it. So it's going to go nice and slowly. Where the verse starts. So that's the whole intro. A lot of the same ideas happen in the verse. The verse is actually you've pretty much already played the verse like you've done in that intro, but I'll just take you through it. It's same sort of thing, and you'll see what I mean. So it's like so come on, let's get off, same chords, and then the opens, and that's pretty much it. 3 times through. Do that 3 times, and then once again sliding up to the 2 times here, and then the only difference is we're going to the 5 with all of these 3 fingers down, and that's going to be 2 times here, or 3 times here, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have this kind of pull-offy idea, which is like first finger on the 3rd fret, and we're going to pull this off to open. So it goes, and third finger you can shoot over to 7 on the A string to pull off to open as well. And then first finger on 5 will pull off to open, and then you play the open string. So that sounds a bit weird without hearing it through, so I'm just going to play that whole first verse, and that little part there I'd actually kind of call maybe like a post-versey section or something like that. So once again, the verse is the same, very similar to the intro. Okay, now this little post-chorus part, post-verse. 7, 2, 3, down to the 2, same as the first one. We're here for 2 bars, and then up to 5 here with all 3 fingers for 3 bars, and then we're going to go, and then we go into verse number 2, which is exactly the same. That whole kind of section is the same. Same thing 3 times through it. Same thing, sliding up 7. Back to 2. And then you're just going to go up to 5. And you do this 4 times. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. And then chorus. We're into the chorusy part.
Nice.
Is that okay so far?
Yeah.
Alright, so the chorus, we have kind of just 3 chords, and we do this chord progression 4 times over. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your third finger on the 9th fret on our A string, and just you're going to have these your second and first finger diagonally down below that. So if your third finger's on 9, your second finger's on the string below it on 8, first finger on 7, and you're actually just going to play from, once again, from the A string. We're not hitting the top thickest E string at all, and you're going to play the 2 strings at the bottom open as well, okay? And a very similar strumming pattern here. So we're going to spend 2 bars on this chord here. The same sort of strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Then you're going to move your second finger to fret 4 on the A string, first finger on 3 on the D string, and then your third finger on the 4th fret on the G string. And once again, you're just going to play from the A string down. And then this chord shape's actually just going to move back 2 frets, like that. And that will be your third chord, okay, for your chorus. So let's have a look at the chorus from the start. So we're going to go from this first chord 2 times on here, and I told you to be patient, and I told you to be kind, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. Come on and I'll be with you, but it will be a different kind. I'll be holding on the tickets, and you'll be holding on the fine. And we're going to start this last chord for 4 bars, and then back to verse 3. So come on, open. So it's the same as the first ones. So go on and hope your love resists. Ma, 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 ma. Once again, sliding up this post verse up to the 7th fret for 2 bars, down to this one here for 2 bars, back up to 5 for 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have an next chorus, which is the same as the first one. I told you to be patient, and I told you to be kind, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. And now all your love is wasted, and who knows that? And I'm breaking at the bridges, and at the end all you're right. Stay on this chord for 4 bars. We have this bridgy part. So for this part here, oh sorry, at the end of that one, it doesn't just stay there for 4, it goes like this. So on the last one through to be. You're going to take this third finger off. You're going to rotate taking this third finger off, sort of like it'll be off, and then off, and then we go into our bridge, which is very similar, if not exactly the same as the chorus, pretty much. Only 2 times through though. It's going to go. Once again, we'll take the third finger here off, back on, and then off, and then we're finishing it off with our outro, same as our intro pretty much. Up to 7. Ring out 2 times at the end there. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that outro part actually was more like so once you come from
You know, on the actual song, when he plays that, he goes like.
Yeah, he's playing like a dobro guitar, which is like a. If you look on the Jules Holland one online on YouTube, he's got like the metal kind of guitar with the F holes, and it's actually got a built-in kind of a diaphragm built into the body, which acts like an amplifier.
Yeah,
so
right.
He's still plugged in. You can see he's still got the thing there. But I think it's just the way that his bridge is set up. He's got like on those guitars, it'll have like
it comes down.
Yeah. So it'll have like a stop bar bridge, and it'll have actual more like an electric guitar bridge on it with a stop bar tailpiece at the back. So he'll have the strings that are behind the saddles.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know what I mean? And you get that kind of ding ding ding.
So he's
you kind of get that sound on like.
Yeah, you're right.
Like you know, above the nut up here, especially on like Fender Strats and stuff like that. It's hard to hear. Hey.
Nothing.
Oh, here you go on the like on the SG. If you have a look behind the
Yeah, nah.
You got it?
Yeah, we got it. We got it, man. We got it.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That is what a banger of a tune. One of my, like I said, one of my favourites acoustic performances of all time. I just feel like you can hear the emotion in his voice. It's incredible. Really, really cool.
When you're playing like that in like what is it, open C?
Yeah, open tuning. Yeah,
open tuning. So if you were playing those exact same notes, but you played it like in open D, would it work?
Yeah. There's a lot of different open tunings that you can explore. So this is one of them. There's so many different ones. Like you can do, like in D, there's quite a few different kinds of open tunings because you can play. You know, you might set the strings to different notes of a D chord.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not the same every single. It's not like
there's
D,
order.
open D. There's different versions of that. There's quite a few different ways that you can do open tuning. It's really fun though to explore. There's some really cool songs that are. Tea Party Haze on the Hills is a really nice example of some different tuning. Heaps of blues kind of stuff is done in open tuning too. Like I said, particularly with slide. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's that tune done.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. Good stuff.
I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you have any comments or questions, please let us know. Any song requests. We're just kind of trying out this format where Chad behind the camera can ask a few questions too, and some things that I might forget, he can kind of hit me up on that. So
plus the zoom-ins I think are much more like dynamic and easier to kind of see
the fingers a bit better and rather than sort of just having the camera in a tripod. But anyway, we're just having a conversation now. So.
Hey, just saying that you're like blurring out of focus. So it's like we got some work to do.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
Ha ha ha. one just to kind of jam out on.
Yeah.